It's a little trick. Action.
And action.
Oh, to see how delayed it is?
Yeah.
Well, I just held it out on it live.
Well, you got to talk in the microphone now, buddy,
I was.
so everybody can hear us.
They don't.
They can hear you just
Yeah,
fine.
they don't.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Need to be in the microphone.
That's true.
The recording needs me to be in the
Now
microphone.
people get to see how stupid I actually am.
Okay, you're like low-key stepping on my cord. Like you're.
No, I'm not.
You were 2 seconds ago.
Oh.
Also, your drink doesn't need to be in my way like that.
She's a bully.
I'm sorry. You were really kind of messing with me a little bit.
You're mean when you're stressed.
I'm not stressed.
You're like your brother.
Oh my God! Don't say that. Don't compare me to that man.
Are you watching our live while we...
Well, I wanted to. If somebody like said something on it, I wanted
Oh,
to be
okay,
able
that's
to
smart.
see it. There's
That's smart.
comments, and so like.
Is there comments?
Well, no, but like there's the capability of comments to exist.
Oh, Blair's watching.
I know Blair's
Blair
watching.
Bear.
See, you wouldn't know that if I wasn't watching.
That's true. Love my
So.
Blair Bear.
Though it says there's 2 people, but it only showed her, so I'm not sure how that works.
I don't know.
Maybe it's because I'm not following the other person. Oh, I'm the other person. Okay, so there's Blair.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so
we're just
this is
fucking
a
around.
special
Live.
live episode with some fire.
Some fire.
Some far.
Some well-contained fire.
Yeah,
It is.
out in the woods.
We're in the forest.
The spooky forest.
It's not spooky at all.
That's a hint to our topic.
Is it? I thought that the topic was going to be about, like, the
Your joke's not gonna
craftsmanship.
land. Just stop now.
Craftsmanship of, like, pre-colonial building.
It's not gonna land. Just stop now.
How did you know it wasn't going to land?
Because you waited too long.
Oh. Yeah.
It would have
you're-
been funnier if it was like, you know.
I was trying to think of what would be really
I know,
different.
that's why it wasn't funny.
You saw me thinking.
I
and you
did.
knew.
Yeah. it
You're
did
like,
work.
oh, her brain's working. She doesn't have that joke planned out. She's not ready for that to
Right.
happen. I have so many beverages. I don't even know where to begin with myself
Yeah, you
today.
hid mine.
I didn't
Just kidding.
hide yours. You're the one that put it on the floor.
We're not drinking anything fancy today. We're hydrating.
No, I have water, and then I have lemon-flavored water, and then I have Mountain Dew.
And I have kiwi strawberry flavored water. So we're just hydrating today.
Look, sometimes hydrating is important, and my water has a sippy cup, so, like, I'm pretty hype about it.
Yep.
All I like in my water is sippy cups.
So I'm Miara,
I'm Morgan.
and we are
Mysteriosities!
That was pretty good. We didn't even we didn't hardly look at each other.
I know, and I know that you don't like going first
I
because
know.
it stresses you out to try to figure out when to do the little.
It's true.
You're not good at the timing. It's my one
I'm
skill.
really bad at it.
You
Yeah.
did good today. It was pretty
Thanks.
good.
Thanks.
I was pretty proud of you.
So we're talking about spooky forests today. It's another collab.
Having a collab. We're having a collaboration.
Who's going first?
I don't know. Do you want to go first?
I mean,
so you have
sure.
2 forests, correct?
Yes, I have 2 forests.
And I have 3.
And we're supposed to have a special guest, but
He's pooping.
who knows if he'll come out or
So
not.
he may come out, but he may still be there tomorrow. It
All right.
depends on
Well, I'll
his...
get us started.
Okay, yeah, you start.
Okay, so
While you still have
I
light.
have paper notes, so don't judge me.
I always
Because I'm
judge you.
old school.
I always judge you.
I know you do, but
That's
that's how
okay.
I roll. Anyway, so I am covering Pocomoke State Forest in Maryland
Okay.
first.
Okay. I'm ready.
So we're doing a little U.S. action, and then we're going to do some overseas action.
yes.
What if my paper caught fire? That would be bad.
I think you'd have to work on the fly, and we'd be testing your memory, and you'd maybe
and
make shit up.
I would make stuff up because I can't remember.
You'd be like,
this.
and then in that forest there was a unicorn,
yeah.
and
I'll just write my
and
own
a
story
ghost,
at that point.
and a ghost was riding it through the forest,
Yeah.
and the end. That's all I have.
And Voldemort came and killed the unicorn and drank its blood.
Okay, well now
oh,
you're
wait, now it's
copywriting.
Sorcerer's Stone.
That's not a ghost story anymore. You went a
Oops.
little bit too far off on that
Okay,
one.
so we'll start with Pocomoke State Forest in Maryland, which is one of the most haunted forests in the U.S., apparently.
Okay, like, it can say that, but every single thing
Yeah.
I read said it's the most haunted forest in the XYZ,
You know what that reminds me of? It
etc.
reminds me of Elf. When he's going through New York and he sees the sign at the random, like, coffee shop that says best coffee in New York, and he's like, congratulations on getting the best cup of coffee, you did it. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, it's like that, only forest.
Only forests.
Excellent
Haunted
comparison.
forests.
Haunted forest, not just regular
But that's what it
forest.
reminds me of.
I love
Anyway,
it.
so it's a rather large forest, Pocomoke State Forest. It is over 18,000 acres of forested land. It's
Lot of
characterized by loblolly pines, which I don't know what that is.
Can you just say that one more time?
Loblolly?
Can you say it one more time?
Loblolly.
I
It sounds like
want to look at how that's spelled.
Loblolly, like how you would think it would be spelled.
Loblolly.
Loblolly. Pines.
Like a...
So it's like a pine tree.
well, no shit. It's
Lot
a
of
pine.
pines.
It's a pine. What do you
Well,
mean?
because there's mixed pine hardwood, bottomland hardwood, and bald cypress swamp forests. So there's
I
a
love
lot
a
of
swamp forest.
there's a lot of swamps in here too.
I love a swamp.
So just some weird stuff. During the time of slavery, a lot of the slave owners would have affairs with their slaves, obvi, which is
I don't think affair is the right word for that.
yeah, it's rape.
But
anyway.
we don't need to go down that one.
Well, I did.
You did, yes.
But
you did.
if the woman would become pregnant, then they felt like killing the baby was the best option.
like
So,
after it's born.
yeah. So they would kill the babies when they were born, and they would take them to the swamps of Pocomoke Forest.
Oh,
and
no.
then sometimes they would just drown the woman instead. So kill two birds with one stone.
or two people with
Yeah.
one drowning.
With one But a common sighting there is of a slave dressed in ragged clothing from the Revolutionary War era wandering through the forest mourning, which is really sad. But a lot of people have seen her. She's one of the most common ones. And then something else super common are what are called elementals.
Ooh, okay.
So, like,
that sounds really cool, actually.
like forest spirits.
Okay, yes.
So,
I would love to
have
see
you
a forest
seen
spirit.
Brave.
Brave was literally on after Tangled.
It's like the Will-o'-the-Wisp kind of thing.
Literally, Brave was on
Yeah.
after Tangled. I was doing my research,
So-
and Cameron's in the refrigerator.
Of course he is.
He's getting the
probably gonna get
cupcakes.
hot. Oh, okay. Anyway, so elementals are known as nature spirits.
I can't believe that Brave was literally on as you were
That's so
referencing
funny.
that.
Yeah.
I don't...
Will-o'-wisp. I can't say it. Will-o'-the-wisp.
That's actually, like, hot take, not my favorite movie.
I like it. I think it's
Mm.
good.
Mm,
What does she say? I'll fight for my own hand.
that
I
part was-
can't do a Scottish accent.
That part was pretty good. You're
Um,
right.
So, one of the stories, and can I just say first that these stories that I got were from a book called True Ghost Stories, Real Haunted Woods and Forests by Zachary Knowles.
And that's where I got mine, too.
Because
So,
it's a pretty good book.
because I
I
found
got-
it very hard to research these forests for some reason until
is
Miara
kinda
gave
hard.
me that book, and so
We're
we
killing the game now.
will be referencing that a lot.
I have a few websites too that I saw stuff on, but
I had a lot of like websites that had like summaries, but they didn't have good.
I got more
stories.
about Pocomoke Forest online than I did the other one because the other one's overseas. So, but one of the
Fair.
stories about the elementals is a young man said that one night he was driving his car through the forest to get to Snow Hill, which is really close to, it's like within Pocono. Pocomoke. I said Poconoke. Pocomoke.
It's fine.
When he saw a very bright light in the road. As he got closer, he saw it was a glowing yellow box-like object. As he got even closer to it, his car engine died.
Maybe
So
he, just
he was
needed
like,
a
oh,
new
shit.
battery.
And he got really scared, which I would too. I'd be like, what is this? And he just sat there staring at the light until eventually it drifted off the road into the forest. And once it was gone,
He followed it, and he ran into a witch, and then he got a magic potion, and he turned his mom into a bear.
that's brave. No.
Oh, okay.
His car engine restarted. Like nothing ever happened.
So it recharged his battery.
I guess.
It's like
Well,
having
it made it
jumper
go out.
cables.
It made it go out, and then it was like gone, and then
Well,
the car
maybe
battery.
it knew that it needed a little bit of a refresh.
Maybe. You never know.
Like a little restart.
And another example of an elemental, this happened in the early 1920s. I think it was 1921, they said.
Okay.
A minister was holding a revival at the church inside the edge of the forest. And several women actually had been converted, and their husbands were pissed about it.
Men.
So the husbands decided that, hey, we're going to go after this guy, this evangelist. And we're going to beat him and then burn the church.
Like, in holes.
In holes.
They burned something in holes?
I
Like
don't
the
remember.
School or the church?
I don't-
They're in holes, and there's like kissing Kate
Yeah.
Barlow, and then don't they burn
Oh,
the school?
do they burn the school?
I don't know. I thought they burnt something.
The guy dies. Her
Yeah.
lover man, onion guy.
Gus
Anyway.
from Psych.
Oh, yeah. I never realized. Okay. I
Yeah,
didn't
you
put two and two
know
together.
that was Gus from Psych.
No, I didn't, but now I do. Okay.
Good show. Solid.
So anyway, they planned to burn the church down. And it said that when the leader of the group approached the church door, holding his gun in one hand, he went to open the door to the church, but his body just froze.
Hi, Derek.
Dairy Bear!
He
What
said,
up?
He said, "Heyo."
Yay!
So I had to interrupt you because it's more important.
No, it's fine.
I wanted to say hi.
I love that we got to say hi to Dairy Bear.
Yeah.
So, he was frozen. He couldn't raise his arm or anything. And he was like, what's happening? And then that's when the other men saw a ball of fire.
A ball of fire.
A ball of fire falling from the sky. The ball reached the roof, but did not catch anything on fire. Instead, it split in two and slid down the sides of the church. Then the men
Weird.
were suddenly able to move again, so they just took off running. And that ball of fire ended up saving that evangelist and the church because they left and didn't come back.
They said,
Spooky.
"I don't know what that is, but I gotta go.
Something was there.
Gotta get out of here."
So then another story called The Boyfriend. A boy and girl were in a car and ran out of gas. They heard
Uh-oh.
something.
That's the start of a horror movie, which makes
The boy
sense.
got out to look for a phone, and he told her not to turn around or get out of the car and to lock all the doors. He was gone for a long time, and she kept hearing noises on the roof of the car. She never turned around at all. She just lay on the seat. She fell asleep and finally woke up. It was morning. She remembered what had happened, so she sat up slowly and looked out the front windshield. Then she turned slowly toward the back of the window, and she saw her boyfriend's head sitting on the trunk.
Was it
Cut off.
upright or like sideways or like
They didn't get that specific.
or his eyes open?
I don't.
Was his
probably.
tongue sticking out?
I don't know.
What's the vibe of the
I
face?
don't know, but that's pretty freaky.
Was it contorted into a funny expression?
I don't know. I'm picturing like one of. Never mind.
Like,
one of the orcs. Like when they. Never mind. Anyway.
Okay.
So she screamed and got out. Obviously, the sounds she heard that night were the fingernails of her boyfriend scraping the top of the car where somebody had hung him feet first in a tree.
You know what? Fingernails scraping against anything,
That's
very unpleasant.
So scary.
Very. I mean, I don't know how long his nails are, but I guess guys tend to have. That's not even funny. It's just a fact. I don't know how long they are, but It's an unpleasant
I
noise.
thought it was funny.
Also, Derek, the bonfire is a vibe. I agree with you.
yeah.
Um,
I'm
it's-
starting to
it's-
sweat.
I know you're getting hot, but I'm very comfortable. I'm quite warm.
trying to lean back.
Actually, my feetsies are a little cold. Can I put my feet out? No, I don't want it to be like on the camera. Oh,
You did get a pedicure.
you're
though.
right. I'm gonna put them up.
If you like feet stuff, send us
No,
$25.
Here's the thing. I can see how it looks, and if it's too feety, I can put them down. It's too
Okay.
feety.
I don't know. Some people might like
No,
that.
I don't like that at all.
Well, some people might.
I got a little alarmed by that. Put my feet down. Camera.
So, I can't read now. Okay.
Derek says he can see your face getting redder.
Yeah, dude, I'm hot. I'm about to scoot this back.
No scooting.
I'm going to sit you on top of the fire.
On the fire.
So, anyway, just don't run out of gas in the Pocomoke Forest.
Shelly says she's sweating for you.
Thank you. She understands me. Sweating like a whore in church.
I mean, yeah. Not me. I'm comfortable. I think it's really nice out, actually. This is perfect for me.
Okay.
Okay, continue.
You know, it's hearing the laughter in the background. It's kind of got me. It's kind of like giving me the vibe. Like I'm like, oh, I'm so funny. I'm gonna keep this up.
Okay, whatever makes you happy, I guess.
Anyway, so the Hook Man is my next story.
Ooh, a little hook man. I know that one.
So a young man and a young lady were parking in the confines of the Pocomoke Forest.
They're always parked. This is the
What
little
were they
Monster of Florence.
doing?
Little Monster of Florence callback.
I wonder what they were doing.
They were playing solitaire.
They're just jamming to some tunes, smoking some cigarettes.
They had the new Taylor Swift record, and they were. Yeah, she does records.
Well, it could be because I think it's in the 70s. Well, they didn't play records in their car.
Or Taylor Swift
oh,
in the
yeah, that's true.
70s.
Taylor Swift wasn't even born yet.
Nope.
Anyway, so the radio was playing. See, there it goes. And
I
all of
know
a
about
sudden, a
you,
special
but I'm
bulletin
feeling
came on.
22.
It seems that an inmate at the Cambridge State Hospital had escaped. He was last seen headed for the Pocomoke Forest from the Salisbury area. He could be recognized as being about 6 feet tall, weighing 165 pounds, having jet black hair, and a beard that was also black. His right hand had been cut off, and in its place was a hook. His problem was that he killed people who disturbed the Pocomoke Forest. In about half an hour, the young lady broke away from the young man's embrace, scared to death.
They were just hugging.
She insisted that he take her right home because she had heard a noise. When the young man and the young lady got out of the car, oh, this is where it gets creepy.
There was a unicorn.
And I gotta turn my page, and it's not working.
Do you need help?
I can't do it.
Why are your papers so crisp?
I don't know. I like crisp papers.
I do not when it causes this much technical difficulties.
You're gonna have a lot to edit, baby. Anyway, so they got out of the car and they heard a clanging noise. They looked in the gutter beside the car, and there was a hook. To this
Oh my
day,
God.
the crazy man with a hook for a hand has been seen many times, but he has never been caught. And it's a very well-known story
Yes.
told around the
It's even a
Really
supernatural
supernatural.
episode.
Yeah, this is in the early seasons.
That was season
2?
1 or 2, actually. I think.
So then there's another one called The School Bus. There was a busload of students going to see the old furnace as a history class trip, which was an area around Pocomoke. The bus driver decided that it was quicker to use some of the back roads in the forest. Never a good idea.
Don't use back roads.
Don't use
Use
back
a
roads.
highway like a normal person.
Especially when you're in one of the most haunted forests,
like
according to
ev-
whoever says this.
according to whoever is making that claim at the time, which it seems to be whoever wants to make that claim at the time.
Yeah, like Buddy the Elf. Anyway.
Literally.
So the bus had some engine trouble. While on one of the back roads, the driver got out to check and try to find the trouble. All of a sudden, there was a noise as if people were walking up and down on top of the bus. Many of the students got curious. Nobody was scared. But then several horrible, ugly faces appeared at several of the windows. These faces appeared as if out of nowhere. The teacher told everyone to close their windows if they were open. She tried to calm everyone down, and then she went to ask the driver if he was ready to go, but he was nowhere to be found. There was a skeleton beside the front of the bus. The teacher very hurriedly, can't say it, closed the
That's a
hood of
nice
the bus
change.
and got in and drove it back to the school. To this day, the bus driver has never been found. So what was it?
Or who?
Or who was it?
The Hook Man.
Maybe it was the Hook Man.
Yeah, just gotta combine the stories.
You never know. Or some crazy ball light. Do you remember? Never mind. Well,
What word was that?
the ball of light.
Oh,
Do you remember?
I thought you said
that
ball of
stupid
light.
Yeah, the ball of light.
No, but I thought it was like one word, like a creature or something. I was
ball
like,
of light.
the ball of light. I'm like, damn, what the fuck is
Never
that?
mind, I'm not even gonna go there.
No,
Okay.
I want to know.
Well, do you remember when Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 came out, and they made that stupid like remix video to where she's like, where he was like, I saw a ball of light or whatever, and they made a remix.
No.
They made it into a song.
No.
See, I figured that's why I wasn't gonna tell it.
Niche reference.
Derek probably knows what I'm talking
Well,
about.
I don't know if he's still here
Because
we
me,
had
him,
4
and
people
Katie-
and now we have 3, so somebody dipped on us.
Me and Katie used to watch that. Anyway,
Well, if he's here, I'm sure he'll say something.
So-
and if he doesn't, then we know he's the one that dipped and he
he's probably,
loses
this is
friendship
boring.
points. He loses friendship points.
So another one is a 6-fingered sea captain murders his unfaithful wife.
That's a
which-
title.
6 fingers.
That's a long ass title.
Well, I didn't do it.
Okay, I wasn't saying you did it. I'm just saying like that's not
I
a
didn't
snappy
come up
title.
with the title.
That's not a snappy title. That's all I'm saying.
Snappy.
It's not.
With 6 fingers. Anyway, so I'm gonna tear shit up.
What?
Alex, you better watch me because
What are you doing?
I don't know.
You-
Anyway,
she just almost pulled your laptop.
no, I didn't.
Off
It's not
of
even
the
attached to his
chair.
laptop.
You don't know that.
I actually do. I can see the cord.
There's lots of cords over there.
Okay, so the Cellar House on the Pocomoke River has a number of colorful legends and tragic ghost stories attached to it. One of these is the murderers.
Murder us.
It's funny because you guys hear the edited versions. So now you're going to see what true fuck ups we are.
How many words we really cannot say?
All of them.
Oh, basically every single word, yes.
So, where was I? Okay.
The murders.
Murders. One of these
See,
is
okay,
the-
pause. Shelly, I saw that too. I think it's just the fire, like, doing a weird reflection. But
Oh,
I
that's
noticed that too
creepy.
because it does look really weird.
Oh,
Because it has like upside down
over
fire
you.
vibes, but I did see that, and that is super weird.
It's right over you. Is it
It's-
on my phone too? Do you see it? Over Morgan?
It's not over just me; it's over you too.
Barely.
It's just mostly over me.
Do you see? That's fucking weird.
It's dude, guys, it's the fire.
Maybe it's the light.
It's 100% the fire. You can see it flickering.
Oh yeah, it is the fire.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's still weird because I don't
That's
know why. I don't
creepy.
know what is causing that to happen.
I don't know either. Maybe it's the glass.
Yeah, some just reflection shit.
Watch me. I'm going like glass, and then I put my papers in the fire.
And then you set it on fire, and then your notes are over.
Who's getting struck by lightning? Yeah, that would suck. That would be pretty good for our Instagram live though.
Shelly thinks it's a portal. Me
Ooh.
getting struck by lightning would be good for the Instagram live. Damn, you're right. We could be famous.
That's true.
It would go super viral.
Maybe you would.
I might live. I mean,
You
I could
might.
live.
Some people have.
I'll take an L for fame.
Elverving. Okay, so one of these is the murderous 6-fingered sea captain who, according to legend, made a fortune smuggling and used the money to build the cellar house as a gift to his bride. So, while he was away on a long voyage, his wife fell in love with another man and became pregnant with his child. She fled and gave birth in another village, but then tried to return to ask the captain for assistance. While sailing back to the cellar house, her baby was accidentally drowned, and when she returned to the cellar house, at last, the captain stabbed her.
Damn. With like what hand?
Why does that
Do we
matter?
know, because he has 6 fingers, do we know the breakdown of his hands?
I don't
Like,
know.
does he have one with 2 and one with 4? Each with 3? A 4 and a 1? I just want to know how he's
4
gripping
and
the
a
knife.
1, that's 5. Where's the other one?
Oh, a 4 and a 2? Did
That's
I already
crazy.
say that? 3 and a 3? Whatever, fuck
I
it.
don't know. That's
5 and a 1?
weird. I was thinking 6 fingers on each hand.
Oh, I was thinking 6 fingers total.
You're probably right. That's probably what they meant.
No, it could mean either one.
Oh, that's funny. Interpretation.
A 6-fingered. Yeah, the wording really leaves it like it could really be either
Leaves
one.
it
I'm not
open.
sure. Y'all, what do you think? Do you think he has 12 total fingers?
I
Or do you
hope.
think that he has 6 total fingers? Please, everybody, tell me who's right and who's wrong, because it really is open for interpretation.
It's said that to this day, both the cries of the bride and her baby can be heard near the house and along the river. Her blood still stains the floor where she was murdered. And even renovating the cellar house and replacing the floor hasn't eradicated it. It's still there. That's so creepy.
Sorry, I had to burp.
Everybody heard that. We can't edit that out.
I mean, I can
we can't
edit
later.
it out of
But the people watching
recording.
live heard it.
That's fair. That's fine. I don't care.
We're all friends here. So, also cars. Oh no, he does have 6 fingers on each hand
Ooh.
because it says, often the cars that are parked near the Pocomoke Woods by the river often have the captain's distinctive 6-fingered handprint on them.
That doesn't clear that up for me.
I think it does.
Because he could put both hands on it and it would be a total of 6 fingers. I still feel like
but
that's
it says
why
hand, it doesn't say
When the
hands.
fuck did I break a nail?
What?
I broke a nail.
You just did it.
What?
Oh, that sucks. I tore mine off the other day.
I just I'll file it, I guess.
Okay.
Bitch, the one time I decided to do short nails.
So I have 3 more little tiny stories about Pocomoke. Focus.
I'm sorry. I'm focused.
So, the ghost of Samson Harmon. From roughly 1830 to 1850, Furnace Town was a small but thriving industrial center right near the Pocomoke Forest. I picture the little town in Peaky Blinders. What's it called? What's the town called?
Which one?
In Peaky Blinders. Where
Oh,
they grew
like
up.
Old Heath or some Heath?
Small Heath.
Small Heath?
Small Heath.
Small Heath.
So, however, when the bog ore ran out, everyone left except for one person, Samson Harmon. He was a free black man who worked at the iron furnace and lived in the forest with his cats.
Oh.
I love it. His cats.
I love that for him.
He refused to leave the town he loved and stayed there long after it had been abandoned by everyone else. Harmon lived to be 106 years old, and he left instructions to be buried in Furnace Town, but they were not respected. And it's believed that this is the reason why he's one of the most prominent and well-documented ghostly presences in the area. It's also said that Harmon's ghost keeps company with the many stray cats that now inhabit Furnace Town.
I like how your voice changed with
It's
that.
so
'cause you were
cute.
just like
He
thinking
likes
about cats and you were like cats.
I like cats.
I know it's cute. It's cute. It's cute.
It's really cute.
Love cats.
So then there's also the mysterious Bible.
Okay.
It's rumored that in the early days of settlement in the Pocomoke Forest area, a church was built in the woods with a very strange Bible inside. This Bible could never be removed from the church because as the closer you got to the door, the heavier it would become. By the time you reached the door, it would be so heavy that you would be unable to walk another step with it.
Oh.
And that's spooky. That's creepy to me.
That's some weightlifting.
Wait. You just need to work out a little more, guys. Come on.
I'm just saying it's a good workout. That's all I'm saying.
And then finally, there's the Goat Man. Not to be confused with the Pizza Foot Boy from the Pine Barrens.
It's the Jersey Devil. That's
Yeah,
not even the same
But he had a
thing.
goat face.
Yeah, but people also said it could have been a horse face.
Yeah, it wasn't a horse face, it was a goat.
Okay, fine.
And New Jersey is not far from Maryland.
Great job, geography queen.
I know.
Super
I can
smart.
do U.S. geography. It's just everything else that I suck at.
That's very American of you.
That's right. Merca.
Oh my god.
So the goat man is essentially the Bigfoot of the Pocomoke Forest.
Is this like the official goat man? Like Goatman's Bridge?
Yeah. Yeah.
Love that.
According to local legend, he's a man with the head of a goat and huge horns. He's very light on his feet and survives by eating small animals and fish
And people.
that he catches in the river. He walks in the swamp where no other man or large animal could walk without sinking. I think of Gollum. My precious.
I think of Goatman.
Goatman. I
He
think of
doesn't need a
Goatman.
comparison person.
So, yeah, that was Pocomoke.
That was Pocomoke.
I was Pocomoke. Do you want to switch off and on?
Yeah, I feel like we could
Yeah,
do that. Do you want to
Okay,
do that?
it's your turn because
Okay,
I'm
I gotta
tired of
leave
holding
our-
my paper.
I gotta leave our
I
live
need to
because
lift
my
that
notes.
Bible and work out some more.
Because my notes are on my phone, so I gotta leave our live. So if y'all say something and I don't hear it, see it. I'm not ignoring you. My notes are on my phone.
Because she's a modern woman.
Yes, I am. It's a lot easier than
I'm
your
not.
paper, especially in the dark.
Yeah, and yeah,
Okay,
I have nothing else to say.
I have nothing else to say. So, the first one that I am going to be talking about is the Dow Hill Forest, which is in India.
Ooh.
And it's in Kursalang, which is a hill station near Darjeeling, which is in the West Bengal state of India.
That means nothing to me.
Yeah, as we spoke already, you know nothing.
I don't
But-
know where any of that is, but I do know where India is.
Do you think you could point it out on a map?
Yeah.
Confidently?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if I
It's
believe
by
you.
the Indian Ocean.
I heard
There's
a creature.
movement in the forest.
I heard a creature.
It's probably a deer.
I know, I want it to be like a
But
goat
it might be
man.
the goat man. I don't know.
Goat man? Goat man!
What if it's like, what?
No.
Oh, shit.
He's not going to answer me like that. Okay, hold on, I got to adjust because my
He's
feet
like,
are
what,
cold.
bitch?
My feetsies are cold. First of all, goat man would never use language like that.
He might.
Ooh, okay, I'm toasty now. My feetsies are a little chilly. A little chilly feet moment. Okay. Back at it. Okay, so it is... Look, I'm going to floor you for a second. Are you ready?
Okay.
It's considered one of the most haunted regions in the country.
But that's India.
I
That's not
know,
the US.
but
Okay.
but still. Okay.
Yeah.
It's known for its picturesque landscapes, its wooded mountains, lush green tea plantations, and thick forests, and it is also nicknamed the land of the orchids.
Oh, that's pretty.
Cute, right? In the area, there's also the Dow Hill Victoria Boys School, and schools like boys' schools, like that's like the. Oh, I don't want to bring that up, but you know what I'm thinking
It's
about.
my next topic.
It's like one of your next topics is about a
Yeah.
school. And it's considered to be pretty haunted too, though it doesn't really say why. It just says that people hear loud whispering and footsteps during like summer months if they're just at the school and the school is empty. They just like hear like children frolicking, even though there's no children to be frolicking anywhere.
I don't like it. That
I
freaks
know.
me out.
I don't like it either. And it looks kind of like it's got vibes. Well, obviously we'll post a picture, but like the school it's got some spooky vibes, as they do. And the wooded area surrounding the school is said to be the site of several murders.
Oh.
Yes, and woodsmen and people who have gone to that area even have reported seeing a headless boy wandering around the trees between the school and the forest.
Oh, jeez.
And that area specifically
How
is
do they know
called.
it was a boy?
Well,
'Cause of
there's
the
the
clothes?
probably because of the boys' schools nearby.
Oh, I guess that would make sense.
And maybe the clothes. I don't know.
Just assumptions.
Yeah, it's just me doing some assumptioning. It's not. I don't have. It's not based
Assumptioning.
in fact. It's based in assumptions.
Yeah.
But that area is called the Death Road.
Ooh.
I know, and the forest like it says in the article that I was reading. It says it like hounds the people who have been there, that they get a feeling of being watched and followed, and that they have even been able to see a red eye staring at them.
Ooh,
just
that's
one.
Spooky. I don't like it. Just one.
One, specifically one red eye.
Ugh. They're winking at him.
Like
They're
that.
like, what up?
Like that, only red. Just imagine my eyes red. Are you imagining it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's like that.
I'm imagining, though, that you have an eye in the center of your forehead.
Okay.
And you, like, Just have one red eye.
That's
Just like a
fair.
cyclops.
Yeah, like Cyclops vibes. And also, there's a woman with gray clothes wandering around that people have reported
That's
seeing as
unique.
well.
Usually it's white.
I know, but gray is almost white
I guess.
as far as colors go.
It's like faded black.
It's like a dark white,
Dark. It's a dark white.
depending on your
Faded black.
perspective.
Whatever you think.
Okay, and now these stories that I have are from that book that we're gonna link, and the first one is called Dow Hill's Most Terrifying Resident,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna try to do it in a creepy voice,
Okay.
but only a little, 'cause I'm not that good at creepy voices. Okay,
Your creepy giggle was awfully funny.
wasn't supposed to be funny. It was supposed to be creepy.
It wasn't.
Oh, okay.
But it was
Well,
entertaining.
Maybe I shouldn't even try to be
So
creepy
no,
then.
do it. Do it.
Imagine walking through your typical forest,
It's your normal voice. What are you
filled
doing?
with sounds of birds and animals, when suddenly you sense another person watching you.
Oh shit.
Dramatic pause. The feeling of being watched is so unmistakable, you turn to look behind you, but you are alone.
Okay, this is kind of freaking me out because there's stuff behind us.
I know. What you see isn't necessarily what you would expect. Your heart skips a beat.
Yep.
You blink, trying to clear what you figure must be blurry vision, and then a gasp escapes your lips.
Don't tell me
Walking
what to
up
do.
behind you. Walking up behind you is a young boy without a head.
Oh yeah, that would do it.
He keeps walking straight towards you, undeterred, even after you let out a blood-curdling scream.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that.
Ah! But creepier.
Like,
You run for your life. If you are especially unfortunate, the experience isn't over yet. As the days go by, you keep feeling as if you're being watched, even while lying alone in your bed at night.
oh,
Torment and depression are the best words to describe your existence after this encounter.
oh, jeez.
You live in fear, still sensing his presence, and can't decide which is worse, seeing his headless body walking towards you, or sensing his non-existent eyes staring at you.
Oh.
In some instances, this experience leads to tragic suicide.
Oh.
Many people have seen this headless boy in the Dow Hill forest, and others have encountered him on the neighboring roads or running into the forest. It is said that once you have seen him, you will never be able to forget him.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, anything without a head, I wouldn't be able to forget very easily.
Unless it was you without a head, then you wouldn't remember anything, because you
Yeah,
wouldn't
my-
be dead.
Fair.
You wouldn't be remember your
I would-
brain stem.
Yeah, unless I'm reincarnated into. Let's bring him back.
Oh, wow. Huh. That's a fun little callback you did. Good job there.
I'm good at those.
Moving on to my next story.
Okay.
It's called A Typical Visit to the Forest.
And what's the forest called again? Dow Hill
It's called Dow Hill Forest. Yes.
in India,
In India, yes.
by the Indian Ocean.
No. In the West Bengal state of India,
Oh, okay. Whatever that
near
means.
Darjeeling.
Okay.
Actually, I will say I don't actually know if it's like coast bound or like, on the coast or if it's landlocked, but whatever. Doesn't matter. I'll look up a map earlier to sate my curiosity. But
Yeah.
for now, I'm going to go back to my creepy voice.
'Kay.
The forest is quite beautiful, filled with towering trees that you have no doubt. What? That you have no doubt. What? Hold on.
No doubt.
I forgot how to read.
You're gonna start singing No Doubt song. I was
I don't
going
like
to, and
No
couldn't
Doubt.
think.
I don't like No Doubt, to be honest with you. Anyways, I'm going to try again. The forest is quite beautiful, filled with towering trees that have no doubt seen many years pass in their time. As you walk deeper into the forest, it grows a bit darker, as it does.
Yeah,
Trees and whatnot.
Trees. Yeah.
Out of the corner of your eye, you could swear you saw a solitary red eye.
Again?
I'm telling a deep story now.
Oh,
that
oh,
was
okay.
that was a reference, but now I'm telling a deep
Okay.
story.
Okay.
Okay? I was doing a summary, and now we're into it.
I was confused.
We're bringing it back,
Okay.
but I'm putting you in the perspective of the person who is seeing the red eyeball.
Okay.
God. Staring out at you from a dense clump of trees. What? A dense clump of trees. One blink, however, and it disappears. You choose
Well,
to
that's how it
believe.
works. When you blink.
No, you
wouldn't be-
blink. It's
Oh.
not blinking. You're blinking. The eye didn't blink.
I thought I was blinking. I was like, well, that's what happens. You wouldn't be able
That
to
is
see
what
it anymore.
happens when it blinks. Is that a lightning bug? I don't
That's
know.
the moon.
No, there was a bug behind you, you bitch. I see the moon. It's all the way up there behind the
I just
trees.
snorted.
You're the worst. Anyways, you choose to believe it was merely a trick of the light. You feel very strongly that someone is watching you, but fortunately, it doesn't seem to be the headless boy this time.
It's the
God.
thing with the red eye.
You can't shake the feeling as you repeatedly stop to look around or call out a greeting. However, there is no one to be seen,
I
and there
wouldn't
is
be calling
no.
out a greeting.
I know, I thought
Hey,
that too.
what's up,
Hello?
red eye thing? How you doing?
Red eye? Are you there? Do you have a mouth attached to that eyeball or what?
Can you blink a little longer?
You just close your eye. I
Just
don't
close
want to
your
know
eye.
you're here.
Just close your eyes.
Anyway, you can't shake the feeling as you. Oh, I already read that. However, there is no one to be seen, and there is no response to your greeting beyond the typical songs of birds dwelling in the forest. As the evening draws nearer, you find yourself near the Victoria Boys. This says hostel. I don't know, but it's a school. But I
Yeah.
wrote whatever. It's the middle of summer, and the premises are obviously devoid of life until you hear the blood-curdling shriek of a child, and quickly decide to move on, as you should.
Yeah.
Like on that note,
See ya.
and bye. The sun is beginning to set when you see a woman ahead of you dressed in dark gray clothes. You can't get a clear look at her, but her movements suggest that she is in distress. You call out to her, but she doesn't seem to hear you. Just as you catch up to her, however, she disappears.
So does she have the red eye?
No, this is a
Oh.
different person.
Boy, we're hopping around a lot. I'm getting confused. Okay.
She has normal eyes.
Okay.
Remember, she has the dark
She
white
just
clothes.
can't hear.
She just can't hear. She doesn't have
Same.
ears.
Same.
Relatable. Retweet. There is no reasonable explanation for where she could have gone, and when you look back, the only footprints you see are your own.
Mhm.
That's when you remember the story you heard earlier about the gray lady who haunts the forest. You remember it now? You could have
Yeah.
remembered it earlier.
What happens with the red eye?
The red eye disappeared. When you
Oh.
got to the school,
Well,
you
that
heard
was
the shriek.
anticlimactic.
Look, it's just giving you the vibes, Miara.
Okay.
The vibes.
The
It's getting
vibes.
dark, and you've been advised that no one hangs out in the
And the
forest
red
at
eye
night.
comes back
You quickly make your way back, but could swear you are being followed.
by the
As
red
darkness overtakes you, you realize how very cold and damp it is in the
eye.
forest.
Ooh.
You step into an area filled with dense mist, and to your horror, a woman's scream echoes among the trees. You turn towards the scream and see the figure of a woman running out of the clump of trees straight for you.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Your breath comes out in gasps as you run toward a nearby road. You stop for a moment to rest and turn to look
To
behind you.
rest. We got to get that break in there.
And once again, you are alone. Quickly, you make your way out of the forest.
Like how they stopped to rest. I'd
Maybe
be
they
like,
were out of breath. Maybe they're
they
asthmatic.
probably were. I'd be dead.
You're like,
I would just.
you got
die.
me.
I give up.
Gone. All right. So yeah, that's the Dow Hill Forest.
Love it.
Sorry that it was mostly stories that I got from that book, but
No, I
they,
liked
they
it.
had the vibes. I
liked,
felt like.
I liked the red eye thing.
Okay, I'm done. It's your turn.
Okay. So next, going to take us to England
England.
in Wychwood Forest, which it's spelled not like witch. It's spelled WYCH WOOD. If you don't know how to spell wood.
Thank you. I was confused. I was thinking that it was
In Oxfordshire
okay.
or Oxfordshire.
I was wondering if you were gonna pronounce it correctly or just do what you did instead.
So a little background on the Wychwood Forest. It was once a massive royal forest, but it's been condensed a lot. It dates back to the Bronze Age, which was around 3000 BC. So like ancient woods.
Thank you for telling me how time works.
Snarky. It's okay, because I am too.
Yeah, you're the one that was heckling my entire story.
Well, I was confused about the red-eyed thing. That was it.
What was confusing about the red eye? It was watching you.
I just thought something more was going to happen.
No, I was giving you the vibes.
Okay. So anyway, this forest is filled with deciduous trees, and many Renaissance festivals take place here. Blair, you should go to Witchwood Forest. Blair loves a Renaissance festival.
I know.
I know you know, but I just thought I'd say that to everybody else that doesn't know Blair.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
As well as medieval reenactments. Like me and Derek, who's also supposedly watching us.
I don't know. I think you might be gone now.
Oh, okay. Well, we went to a show in Vegas.
Trying to decide if I want to have bangs again.
No, it looks good. Yeah. It's a little messy, but it's fine.
Well, yeah, I didn't style them. I'm just
I didn't style
my hair in the.
Well, it's dark. Nobody can
live.
see you.
I can see my hair in it, and it looks stupid. It looks better now.
Okay.
I'll accept it.
Whatever you say.
Just please read your story.
I'm trying. You just keep interrupting me.
I'm sorry, I was distracted
So
by my
one
hair.
of the big things that people say they hear are phantom horses.
I love horses.
So a common phenomenon reported in the Witchwood Forest is the sound of stampeding horses. People have reported that they are so loud that they sound like they're right behind them. So they jump off the trail.
Yeah, they think they're gonna get Mufasa'd.
Yeah, that's a good reference, Mufasa'd.
Yeah.
That's a good verb.
Thank you.
Getting Mufasa'd.
Put it in the Oxford, Webster, whatever
Oxfordshire.
it's called, dictionary.
Oxfordshire.
I heard you the first time.
Well, you didn't acknowledge it.
I didn't want to. It didn't seem like I had. It didn't seem that necessary.
So anyway, I feel like we're like Laurel and Hardy.
Do not understand that reference.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Bev does. So yeah, it's so loud that people jump off the trail to avoid being trampled.
Mufasa'd, come on.
And they look, and there's no horses in sight. Can you imagine how dumb you would feel? Like you're like, oh shit, and then you like jump off the side.
Do a
and
little
there's nothing
dive.
there.
Just dive to the ground and roll.
I'd be like, oh, I'm dumb. Another one. Ooh, this is kind of brings you back in history. It's cool.
Bring me back.
So,
I'm ready. Put me in a time machine.
Almost around the Tudor.
I love the Tudor era.
So this is the ghost of Amy Robsart. Amy Robsart was the first wife of the Earl of Leicester, Robert Dudley. Do you know who Robert Dudley is?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Awesome. Well,
Thank
if
you.
you don't know.
Thank you.
Robert Dudley was said to be the lover of Queen Elizabeth I. So he was the guy that Queen Elizabeth was with, and she never married, but she told him...
It says the live video is paused. Oh, it's back. Okay. Sorry.
Queen Elizabeth I told him that if his wife passed away, then she would marry him. Because his wife was a very sickly woman.
Yes.
So, but then she died under suspicious circumstances, having broken her neck, and she fell down a flight of stairs.
I know that too. Yep.
You know this story?
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you. I know things sometimes.
So, Amy was ill, like I said, and so coincidentally, she just fell down the stairs, and he was like, okay, will you marry me now? And Queen Elizabeth's like, nah. And she still wouldn't marry him. So,
She didn't need no man.
but it is said that her spirit, Amy's, visited her husband while he was hunting in the Witchwood Forest. She told him that in 10 days he would join her in death. And guess what?
In 11 days, he died.
No, 10 days he died.
In 9 days, he died.
10 days later,
Oh, okay. So she was like fully
he was
correct.
dead after the sudden onset of a strange illness. That's called karma.
No, that's called manifestation.
That too. Both.
Okay, fair. Combo.
So, it is said that anyone who encounters Mrs. Robsart's ghost in the Witchwood will also die within 10 days. So they say
Ooh,
that
that's spooky.
Yeah. They say that if you see her, don't talk to her, just ignore her and walk away. If you talk to her or like acknowledge her presence, then she will kill you in 10 days.
Damn, I don't
So,
like that.
Live your life.
So if you just ignore her,
Yeah.
what if she comes right up to you? and stares at you in the
Just-
face and challenges you to do a thumb war.
Just close your eyes, turn around, and walk away.
I'm an Aries. I'm supposed to turn down a thumb war.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh my god, the
How it
competitive,
works. Rock, paper, scissors.
the competitive urges in me cannot.
So another thing in the Witchwood are abnormal trees.
I have abnormal trees in one of my stories too.
Many people believe that some of the trees in the Witchwood are not really trees, that they believe that they are witches in disguise. Creepy. If the tree has damage to its bark, the sap that leaks out has a human blood consistency rather than actual tree sap. Not creepy.
That's creepy.
Have you ever seen Sleepy Hollow with Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
You know where he's cutting the tree and the blood's coming out of the tree?
Yeah.
That's what I picture. It's creepy. Because of this, the trees escape from being vandalized for this reason. So people are like, I'm not gonna fuck with that because
People vandalize trees. It's like a heavy
like
vandalizing.
M&C forever.
Oh, like little carvings.
yeah.
They go, we can't carve into this tree because it's got blood in it. And
Yeah, and the witch will be pissed because she'll have a permanent. She did not sign up for body modification.
she said, "Are you a licensed tattoo artist? No, get away from me with your little carving stick."
Oh,
So she
shit.
said, quote unquote.
That's what she said. One of the trees in particular within the forest gives people bad vibes. It's said that it used to be a hanging tree where many executions took place. So
Ooh.
people feel, when they're around this tree, people feel a strong sense of dread and hopelessness, as well as a male presence that feels very unhappy.
If I was being hanged, I would also be very unhappy.
Yeah, that's not a fun way to
That's
die.
not like how I want to spend my Tuesday. I'm like, I could be
My Tuesday.
eating a White Castle burger. Why am I being hanged in this
You
tree?
like White Castle?
No, just is the first thing that came to mind.
That's weird. You don't even like White Castle and you thought of eating White Castle?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's probably because of our conversation earlier talking about White Castle. Did I talk about White Castle? Yeah, I did.
I
Because
don't.
they have zesty sauce.
Ooh, now I kind of want Steak and Shake.
How did that bring you to Steak and
Well,
Shake?
because I was thinking about the fact that I don't like White Castle, and then I was thinking about Good Burgers, and
Oh,
you know,
okay.
we didn't have Good Burgers tonight because Cameron overcooked them. He
Where
knows
is
that he did. He thinks that he did. I am supporting him and his beliefs. And
Those brats, though, hit.
though those hit, those are really good. But then I started thinking about Steak and Shake Burger because those are phenomenal.
Anyway,
10 out of 10.
so something else in the Witchwood Forest are flickering lights.
Ooh, like UFO or like orbs or what kind?
You ready?
Ooh, I had to burp. Yeah, I'm ready.
There are claims that flickering lights can be seen that try to lead people to their doom. So, like
Like
evil Will
Severus
of the
Snape's
Wisp.
Patronus.
But he didn't do that.
Yeah, well, Severus Snape's an asshole.
I like him.
Are you fucking
he
kidding me?
saved. He did a good
He's a
deed.
bad person.
I like him. He's just
Any other thought?
misunderstood.
No, he is. Do not. No, he is a bad person.
He was just misunderstood.
No one's Dementor should be their professor. Poor Neville.
What?
Not Dementor. Oh, fuck. Boggart. No one's Boggart
Oh,
should
okay.
be their professor.
I was really confused. I was like,
Fuck,
what?
I forgot my fucking references. It's fine.
Anyway, so people who follow these flickering lights in the Witchwood Forest typically end up lost and at the edge of a chasm about to fall into a river. So if
Damn,
you see
it's
any
really trying to play
flickering
you.
lights, don't follow them.
Put that on a warning sign.
Do not follow.
Do not follow
But
these
a lot of
lights.
people think that the lights are malevolent spirits.
Yeah, no shit.
some
They're not
people-
leading you towards a fucking clearing towards like full of money.
Go to Jesus.
They're not you know, it's not the fucking other side of the rainbow. They're pot of gold. They're trying
They're
to literally
leprechauns.
they're trying to make you jump off a cliff basically. Well, walk off a cliff basically.
So some other theories
Okay.
are that there are lanterns or burning coal carried by ghosts who have been doomed to wander swamps and bogs after committing serious misdeeds in life.
That's, you know, not a great afterlife.
Called, what's that called? Purgatory.
Good
I couldn't
job.
get that word.
Good job.
And then some people believe that they're ghosts of unbaptized children, including stillborn infants.
Okay.
That's creepy. So,
It's
other
creepy.
ghostly entities that you see. Entities. I just said it fast. Entities.
No, you said entities.
Okay, entities.
Entities.
Many people have claimed to have seen a vintage horse-drawn cart in which an older couple and 2 young children are riding, all of them dressed in period clothing.
As you would be in a horse-drawn cart.
Right?
Or otherwise, I'm a little bit concerned.
That would be confusing.
Just a Britney Spears outfit, like circa
She's got
2000.
She's got a boa around her neck
Just
and she's
circa
riding a
2000, and
horse-drawn.
she's got a horse-drawn carriage. That doesn't add up.
Oh, shoot.
That's not adding up.
So in this carriage, the children are sobbing, and witnesses say when the cart passes by, they experience an odd chill go through them. Then the cart vanishes with no sign that it had ever been there. So there's no tracks, nothing. Weird.
You know, those carts be leaving tracks.
Yeah, they're heavy.
The
People,
little hoofy prints.
right? Those would be there too, because they're heavy.
Yeah.
People visiting Witchwood Forest also have claimed to have felt unseen hands on their shoulders. Some claim the touch to just be a light tap on the shoulder, and others say that it's more aggressive and they're actually grabbed by the shoulders. Isn't that creepy? Oh, I would hate that. See, that's creepy. I have chills.
I'm spooked.
Another story is the ghost of Swinbrook Bridge. The bridge that crosses the river Evenlode at Swinbrook is said to be haunted by and this, by the way, is in the forest, like around the forest, so that's why it's included. Said to be haunted by the ghost of a disheveled young woman in the close of the 15th century. The woman carries a bundle in her arms and looks frail and distressed as she crosses the bridge, stopping in the center of the bridge before vanishing into thin air. The origin of this haunting is somewhat mysterious, but Joe Robinson in his book, Oxfordshire Ghosts, suggests that the ghost may be connected with a local legend concerning an unfortunate young woman named Martha.
It's always a Martha.
It's always a Martha. And I can't freaking
Or a
turn the
Margaret.
page.
Or Mary.
Turn the page.
Is that it?
No.
Oh.
I've got to tell the legend of Martha.
I'm sorry, that font was just so big
I know.
that I
don't know
thought
why
it had to
is.
be like the start of a new forest. But you don't even
No.
have a third one.
No.
You only have 2, so that's just silly of me.
Yeah, it is.
So, sorry.
I gotta tell the legend of Martha.
I'm
It's
sorry.
very important. That's why it's
Okay.
so large.
Okay. It's like point. Oh, it said our live ended. Is there a time limit? Can you start another one?
We good?
Sorry, everybody.
Sorry, we're back. I'm gonna tell you the legend of Martha. Her last name is Hussingtree.
God, you really did the title Spooky Forest Part 2 with no capitalization? God, that's going to drive me freaking crazy.
Demotion.
That's going to drive me bananas. I hope we
Anyway.
can change that later. If we can't change it later, I'm going to drop kick you off of this deck.
I would love to see that.
I'm going to
actually.
drop kick you off this. I'm going to open that and I'm going to kick you down the stairs.
The
It's
legend,
fine.
the legend of Martha Hussingtree, which that's a name.
Don't make fun of her name.
Hussingtree.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm going to change my name.
Morgan Hussingtree.
Yeah, sounds good.
What if you met somebody with the last name Hussingtree?
I'd marry him on the spot.
Morgan. You'd have the
I say,
same.
hello. We're getting married.
Hello, Mr. Hussingtree.
I'm Mrs. Hussingtree. Not yet, but I will be when you marry me.
Maybe like stage 5 clinger.
No, they would be like, wow, finally.
Finally, you've come into my
Somebody
life.
wants this name.
You would have the same initials as Martha.
I thought you were saying like as I have now, and I was like, no, I wouldn't. That's not how that works.
Anyway, so Martha Hussingtree was a scullery maid who had become pregnant by a married man. In desperation, she went to ask for help of 3 local wise women It seems that these wise women were not of the benevolent type.
Uh-oh.
In fact, they were witches who tricked Martha into making a pact with the devil.
It's always a pact with the devil, you know? It's never a pact with Jesus.
Yeah, because Jesus doesn't make pacts. That's the way
Is
it
that a
works.
fact?
Yes.
Okay.
Because he loves everyone for who they are. He doesn't need pacts.
We're cutting
He
this.
just accepts.
We're cutting this religious shit we're doing right now.
It's fuzzy. That's why I randomly blew in the air. For a while, Martha's pact seemed to work in her favor. She soon became the owner of a successful business and was counted by a number of eligible courted. God, I can't read.
It's getting dark.
By eligible bachelors. Yeah, that's the excuse.
You're welcome. But you'd appreciate having an excuse.
However, as her pregnancy wore on, the true nature of the pact the witches had arranged was revealed. When Martha gave birth to a baby girl, the 3 witches took the baby, and to Martha's horror, sacrificed it to the devil at a witch's sabbat.
Sabbat.
That's a word, isn't it?
I don't
Or
think
is it
that's...
Sabbath?
Yeah, I think it's that.
Oh, like Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
So Sabbath. Use that.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's okay. People think I'm dumb because I am sometimes.
It's fine.
The witch's dreadful act was witnessed by another villager who fled to the local church to report what they had seen. I think I'm over this. I'm done.
Speaking?
Yeah.
Over the speaking?
Can't do it anymore. So this leads us to the tragic end for Martha.
Oh, no.
As a result, the 3 witches were rounded up and hanged. Martha and the father of her child fled into Witchwood Forest, but were eventually captured. They too were hanged, and their bodies displayed in gibbets. On the
Gibbets?
isn't that what it's called?
I don't know what that is.
Those things that like the I don't know how to describe them where you put them on display. Anyway,
Okay, fine.
on the Asthals to Leafield Road. I don't know what
What?
that means. Leafield Road, that's where it was.
Yeah,
So,
I'm just thinking about editing this part, and
yeah.
it sounds like so much fun.
You can. Yeah, it's not going to be.
Yay.
Oh, and then this one's kind of fun.
Damn, how many pages do you have?
This is it, I think. Yeah, this is it. This
Oh my
one's kinda fun.
gosh.
This is also Witchwood Forest. So there's a Spanish liquor day in Witchwood Forest.
Okay.
The people of various West Oxfordshire villages have kept up an unusual annual tradition of collecting spring water from a particular well in Cornbury Park and mixing it with licorice to make Spanish liquor, a mixture believed to have healing qualities.
Ooh.
It's a Palm Sunday tradition.
Everlasting.
Yeah. It's a Palm Sunday tradition. The activity was carried out every year on Palm Sunday. Children and adults would put a few pieces of licorice and other sweets into a bottle and walk with it into Cornbury Park to fill up the bottle with water from the well. It's also called the Iron Well. The resulting licorice and spring water mixture was known as Spanish liquor and was believed to have healing or medicinal qualities. Spanish was once a fairly common term for licorice, a nod to where the chewable licorice root was grown and imported from.
Wow.
Fun fact on licorice.
Fun.
That was just a fun
fact.
little tidbit about the Witchwood Forest. It wasn't spooky, but
Just a little tidbit.
it was cool.
Ended up on a
And that's it.
lot of creepy
That's
note.
all I got for Witchwood Forest.
Wow.
Even though I can't speak, it's fine.
You were doing great.
I need a beverage.
I'm chilly.
I'm chilly.
Okay, it's my turn
Beans.
again.
Just kidding. It's the only way to eat chili.
Take that
Beans.
back. Okay, I have 2 more. Do you want me to do both of them?
Just do one.
Just do one?
Yeah, just do one. Pick one.
I have to pick?
Yep.
Oh no, I don't want to pick. Hold on, everybody. I have to pick just one. Okay, fine. We're going to do the Morgan Monroe State Forest in Indiana.
I wonder why.
Because I have better stories for it, bitch. It's got nothing to do with my name. Okay, so the Morgan Monroe State Forest covers about 24,000 acres, and it
It's a
is
big forest.
the second largest state forest in Indiana.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's bigger than my Pocomoke.
Damn, is it?
My Pocomoke was 18,000 acres.
Damn, I beat you. It was made a state park after the locals found it hard to farm that area because it was really rocky and it had a lot of hard soil.
Yeah.
So they basically were like, nah, and then the state turned it into a state forest instead.
Where is this at in Indiana? Does it say?
I had it on my old notes and then I deleted them in
That's okay.
rage. So I
Enraged.
don't remember where it is
It's
actually.
fine. It's in Indiana. So
It's in Indiana, yes. And now I'm going to tell creepy stories again.
okay, I'm ready.
Okay. So,
Is there any red eyes?
No.
Okay.
well,
Ooh.
No.
Oh, okay.
so
It feels so much better just sitting back here because my face isn't on fire.
no. I think it got kind
What
of
if I just sat like this?
a little bit chilly. So the first story that I'm going to tell about the Morgan Monroe Forest is the Lady in Black.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So in the state forest there is Step Cemetery, and it's like old as fuck. It's like an old ass cemetery.
Okay.
And it's like half forgotten, and it only has about 32 identifiable graves.
That's how old it is.
Yeah, and there's also a darkened, worn, and aged tree stump that looks like a chair.
Okay.
This is relevant to the story,
I'm ready.
but it also sounds like a comfortable
You
place
can't
to
sit
sit.
in it
Oh,
or something will happen, right?
no, it doesn't actually say that, but
Okay.
she does sit in it, so there's definitely a possibility she might not like it if you did, but
Oh.
no one has ever. It doesn't
I don't
say
like this.
not
I don't know
to.
who she is, but it's
It doesn't
freaky.
say not to, but she does sit on it. So there's apparently a ghost that regularly haunts this cemetery, and she's been dubbed the Lady in Black.
Hmm.
And diverse stories and legends circulate about what causes that haunting, like what her story is. But basically, she's usually seen on full moons, and people see a thin woman in a black dress enter the cemetery and take a seat on the old chair-like stump. So it is like her stump, so I probably wouldn't
Yeah.
sit on it if I went there.
Like, the stoop kid's gonna leave the stoop.
No, Miara.
I thought it was a relevant reference.
No, Miara, it's not.
Hey, Arnold, man.
Okay. Anyways, so some people have reported that she's sensed their presence and that if she does, she slowly rises from the stump and turns to face them.
Uh-oh.
And in some cases, she even lunges at them.
Oh, I don't like that.
Mhm.
That's creepy.
Her hair is long and white, but
Ooh.
she doesn't look old enough to have white hair, which I don't know how you see discernible ghost features enough to be like, she looks young.
Huh, she doesn't
But
have that many wrinkles.
It
She's
says she's a rather
Her ghostly
youthful.
wrinkles.
She's a rather youthful spirit. I don't know, but it is said that people think that her hair turned white prematurely as a result of a shocking tragedy, like Lagertha in Vikings.
yeah.
Topical
Oh,
reference.
Lagertha.
I
We
love
never
her.
finished that. We need to.
Oh, did you get to the part where her hair turned
Yeah,
white?
yeah.
Okay, good. And then
Because that guy dies.
yeah, I loved him.
Jonathan Rhys Meyers. Spoiler alert.
I loved that man so much. Anyways, so folklore says that while she was still alive, she used to sit in the cemetery and talk to her deceased loved ones as if they were still alive,
Oh, that's sad.
and that people would encounter her in the forest sitting on the same stump she seems to prefer even after death. And then she would be carrying on a one-sided conversation.
Oh, maybe she just wants people to listen to her story.
Then she would weep as the sun began to set in the sky,
Oh,
as if that
that's sad.
signified the end of her loved ones' lives all over again. And if anyone approached her, she would run into the forest and hide.
Oh.
I assume that is if she's not in the mood to lunge at you.
Yeah.
I'm not
She's
sure.
not feeling frisky that day.
Yeah. So it
That's
says
sad.
that the overwhelming grief she felt after her loss, and some people say it was her daughter she lost, some people say it was her husband, and some people say it was both, has not lessened over the years. And while not everybody encountering the phantom sees her take a physical form, some people just hear like sobs and crying at the cemetery. And it says that park rangers and local authorities have been called out to the cemetery multiple times to check on somebody in distress. Like somebody called it in and be
Yeah.
like, I hear somebody in distress.
But,
But then they get there and nobody's there.
because it was her and she's
Yes.
sad.
And it says that the ghost of the Lady in Black made her first appearance in the 1950s, and she has been seen and heard regularly ever since.
Hmm.
But she's not the only ghost haunting Step Cemetery. Do you want to hear about the young mother?
The young what?
Mother.
Mother. I didn't know if you said mother or lover.
The young mother lover. The young lover
Young
mother.
mother lover.
The young
Yeah, like
lover-
cougars.
Yeah, exactly. So, this one has some vibes again. Are you ready to be put into the story?
With red eyes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Imagine walking down the long, narrow dirt path that leads to Step Cemetery. Everything seems quiet and normal, just like an ordinary hike. As you draw close enough to see the cemetery and see the worn headstones, you catch sight of a young woman frantically digging at one of the graves with her bare hands. You stand back, shocked and horrified. This story likes to tell you what to do.
Okay.
But things only worsen. Suddenly, the frantic digging stops, and she becomes much more gentle and careful. You see her pull from the ground the remains of a small child,
Oh.
its tiny head peeking out from beneath a
Why are
deteriorating
these
blanket.
so sad?
Because it's in a cemetery, Miara. It's in a cemetery.
Okay.
After a few moments of lovingly hugging and rocking the tiny bundle, she carefully put the little one back into the ground, gingerly covering its remains with dirt and disappearing from sight. So it is said that the young mother is another grieving spirit that remains near the cemetery, and
That's
the locals
sad.
say that the body is of a little girl who was killed in a tragic car accident back in the 20s, and the mother blamed herself.
Oh.
So she was unable to accept the loss or forgive herself for what happened. So at one point after her baby girl's death, she dug up the body to hold it one last time and then committed suicide in the cemetery.
Oh my god, boy, these are downers.
And
These
then
are so sad.
she was later buried near, like next to the child's grave, near where her body was found shortly after.
Oh wow. My phone almost dead. No. Okay.
No. He's clicking things. He's clicking things. He's clicking things. Anyway, so the last story I have about this is Draper Cabin.
Okay.
In Draper Cabin,
Don Draper.
no. Draper Cabin is reportedly haunted, although not everybody who spends the night there experiences anything particularly. Hi, Murphy. Hello, you cute little baby boy.
He's gotta go potty.
You cute little fluffy doggo. Oh. Oh. We're having technical malfunctions. Oh.
Okay, we're
Okay.
back.
And so Draper Cabin is like you can legit spend the night there. Like it's a real ass cabin, obviously, and you can go on the website and book it and go there. But a lot of people can't successfully spend the night there.
Did you try?
Did I try to spend the night there?
No, did you try booking? Like looking to see how much it costs?
I was vaguely on the page, but I wasn't looking at price.
Okay.
I don't think it's very expensive
Well, yeah.
because it
people
literally doesn't have electricity and it's like very like
Ew, no
outdated.
thanks.
But it was
I would
built
be so
about
hot. I have to have a fan.
it's built about 100 years ago and has been described as very rustic with slide bolts and a padlock on the doors to discourage intruders. And hikers say they've had unpleasant things happen when they've tried to spend the night within its walls. They have reported a strong sense of being watched, like so strong that they're certain that somebody is in the cabin with them, and then they look around and it's like a one-room cabin. So obviously it doesn't take very long to be like, okay, yeah, I'm by myself. There's nobody else here. This one-room cabin. It's probably an outhouse outside. I
Yeah,
thought that just
maybe.
'cause if it's a one-room cabin, and then
Yeah.
there's probably an outhouse. Hi, Murphy. Hi, Murphy. He's so cute. I love him. Anyway, and they've also been awakened by the sound of loud footsteps tramping across the floor, but no one in the group was awake or walking, and no one was found in the cabin. And then a feeling of dread and general uneasiness keeps a lot of people from making it through the night.
Ugh.
That's it.
Scary.
That's all I have on that.
Where was this? Morgan something?
Morgan Monroe State Forest in Indiana.
Morgan Monroe State Forest.
Yes. So that is what I have about that. You don't want me to do my last one?
No.
No? Why?
Because we're like...
It's only been an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay.
I could always cut one
Let's go.
I could always cut this one from the
Let's
podcast
do
and
it.
leave it as just for the live people.
Let's do
Why
it.
are you rolling? What?
Keep
yeah,
going.
Alex, keep going. Okay, so my last forest is the Hoia Baciu forest in Romania.
Say that again.
Hoia Baciu.
Hoia Baciu.
Mm-hmm.
Heel of a shoe.
Hoia
Okay.
Baciu. I
Okay.
looked that up. That's how you say it.
Hoia Baciu.
Yes. So
In Romania?
Romania.
'Kay.
Yes. So Hoia Baciu Forest is located near the unofficial capital of the country's Transylvania region.
Transylvania.
Yes, Transylvania, and that
Transsexual Transylvania.
that's from that movie, right?
Yeah, Rocky Horror. Haha, I'm glad that you knew that. Okay.
And
That would have
it's
been weird if you didn't.
yeah. Well, yeah, I would have been like, "What the fuck are you saying about transsexual?" Like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you saying?
What?
You like rude ass? Okay. And that unofficial capital is the Cluj-Napoca. Cluj-Napoca is the city.
Cluj-Napoca.
Yes.
And Hoia Baciu.
Hoia Baciu is the forest.
I remembered it.
Hoia Baciu is in Cluj-Napoca,
Okay.
or
Yeah.
near it,
yeah.
I should say,
Okay. Which
which is northwestern.
what is it with
Transylvania.
these Pocamoke? Hoia Pococa?
Wow, that's not even on purpose. That was an accident.
Accident Pocas.
Fuck off. What the hell? Accident focus. Okay, whatever.
I'm getting tired.
I
That's
have such
why
an itch in my face. Okay.
I just make shit up.
Okay, so it spans 729 acres of land, so it's not a
very
big boy.
big.
And it's also become known as the Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania.
Ooh.
Hmm. Because people believe there's a portal there that causes visitors to disappear. Oh, right, my portal.
The
I'm
portal
like,
above
what?
us. Where's the portal?
I don't know if it's still there because I'm not on the live anymore. But it says that it is said that up to 1,000 people have disappeared in the forest. That's not like confirmed by, law enforcement or the country or anything like that. But that's what people say. And it also says that electronic devices fail in that area.
Yeah.
Which, that's always spooky if
That's
you go
what
somewhere and
I
then you
think.
can't.
I think places like that do have portals.
It could.
And the portals mess up like the shit with your
Phones,
electrical
yeah.
stuff.
And the forest was named after a shepherd who went missing in the forest with his flock of 200 sheep.
Oh,
He
wow.
went into the forest with him and his sheep, and they were all never seen again.
Wow.
So where did he and his 200 sheep go? Who knows? Not me. But,
It's not hard. It's not hard. It's not easy to lose 200 sheep.
Yeah, and the people of Cluj-Napoca were probably really short on wool after that.
That's true.
They were not getting their wool sweaters.
Yep.
So,
Or scarves or
socks,
gloves.
underwear.
Ew, that would be itchy. Oh my god. Can you imagine wool underwear?
No, I
Oh
do
my
not want
god.
to.
That would be weird. I'd be scratching my ass all day.
Oh my god. So when you enter the forest, it awakens your deepest subconscious fears. And
Oh no.
people
No.
experience inexplicable states of nausea, anxiety, headaches, and even burn marks on their skin.
I experience all that on the daily, minus the burn marks.
Good, because that would be a little alarming if
That
you
would
were
be weird.
experiencing burn marks on the reg.
Yeah, no.
And people also have mentioned seeing strange, colorful lights from the woods. Which
See, that would draw me in. I
I
was like,
know.
oh, pretty colors.
you'd be like, what's that? I gotta go find out. So there's also a spot in the forest called the Clearing, which has stumped visitors, locals, and scientists for decades because nothing grows there. Nothing has ever grown there. It's just a blank-ass clearing.
Is there like grass or anything?
No, I think from the picture I looked at that it's dirt, but I'll have to look at it again.
Huh.
But the soil, well, it does say the soil. The soil has been tested and is proven to be fertile, so there's no
That's
reason things should not
weird.
be growing there.
Huh.
And what's also weird about the forest is that the trees that do grow in very odd patterns. Sometimes they grow like sideways. They also grow in like zigzags and spirals. I've seen some pictures. I'll post them. They're pretty weird.
Ugh, that's weird. This one's the creepiest to me.
Oh, see, aren't you glad I did it?
Yeah.
And then there's also a myth about a 5-year-old girl who disappeared from the forest, and she emerged years later looking the exact same and wearing the same clothes.
No. That's scary.
It's always creepy with children too. Like
Oh.
if it was just like some middle-aged man, I'd be like, that tracks. You look the same. Whatever. You bald and ass
That's
man.
so scary.
But like a kid, no, freaks me out. And also in 1968, a military technician photographed what he claimed was a UFO that appeared in the clearing. And his name is Emil Barnia, and he was out in the forest with his girlfriend and a few of his friends on a sunny August afternoon. It's just, to get the vibes.
yeah.
And his girlfriend said she saw something weird, so he walked over to where she was standing, and he saw it too. It was a shining silver disc in the sky. And he had his camera with him, so he took 4 photos of it that, he developed, and they're there, and I haven't looked at them yet, but I'm kind of curious to see.
Where's this at again?
Transylvania.
Transylvania.
But what's interesting about this story is how, like, sometimes people do things like claim they saw UFOs and shit because they want to, like, get famous or, like, go viral. He actually, like, lost his job and, like, from because he was in the military, and so he did not gain anything from having, if he made that up, he got nothing out of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Which is why some people are like, that,
Maybe
like,
it's
adds
true.
value to his story because he lost things for,
Right.
telling that story. So, there are also angry ghosts in the
Ooh.
forest because it is
Probably all the
said.
people that got lost in there.
Well, it is
They're
said.
like pissed because they can't get out.
Well, it is. How many fucking times am I going to start this sentence, Biara? It is said that the ghosts of Romanian peasants who were apparently murdered in the forest are out there. And while many ghosts, are usually like white or like light colored, you know what I mean? That seems to be their vibe. The ghosts in this forest often appear as a black fog.
Ugh.
And people also have seen multiple pairs of glowing green eyes.
Oh, Christmas, red and green.
I know. I think that, like,
It is Jesus. No, I'm just kidding.
I can't decide if red eyes or green eyes are creepier. I know that red, like, traditionally you would be like, that's creepier. But I don't know. Green can be kind of eerie, I feel like.
I think any eyes that are unknown are creepy.
Okay, that's fair.
Ooh, yellow eyes.
Ooh. And,
Creepy. Like
yeah,
the
so
yellow-eyed demon in Supernatural.
I was thinking about werewolves.
Oh, yeah.
Like Tyler Lockwood from Vampire Diaries.
Well, if I ran into him, that'd be okay.
No, it wouldn't. Fuck him. He's like the worst character on that show.
But he's pretty cute.
He's like the least cute character on that show.
Yeah,
He's
he
pretty
probably
low
is.
on that list.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's true.
he's pretty low. I'd
What
only
about Klaus?
high on the number
Hi,
one.
Yeah.
High, like
Klaus
I-
would have yellow eyes because he's a
that's
hybrid.
fine.
So
I will
let's-
go to
let's run in-
Transylvania to find him.
Let's run into Klaus.
I'm just saying, Tyler low on the list. I only think the only person lower than him on my Vampire Diary list would be Matt and
Ew,
Jeremy.
Nobody likes Matt.
Matt.
Jeremy's low too.
That's irrelevant. Whatever. And seeing the eyeballs is usually accompanied with a sense of danger and anxiety, which, I mean, facts. Like,
Well, I mean, if you see green eyes,
you're like,
glowing,
that's a
you're
little
like,
bit alarming. Like, if I looked out and I saw some green eyeballs out there,
I'm like, okay, we're done. Bye.
I'd be like,
Run away.
see ya. So,
We
there's
are-
also... Oh, wait.
I'm laughing at my own jokes.
You always laugh at your own jokes. That's what you do.
Because nobody else does.
Well, I actually didn't hear that one, so I couldn't laugh at
I
it.
said we are.
Oh, and we are the Curiosities. Bye!
See
We
you
gotta
once.
go!
See,
There's
it
green
was
eyes in the
funny.
woods. Okay, and then there's also spooky voices that don't seem to have a source in the forest. And the sounds are very varied. There's like children giggling or whispering voices or females screaming. It's always females screaming. A little rude. And it happens
Well,
at
because-
night. And because a man screaming is like, oh,
Do that again.
Not nearly as, ear piercing as
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
and it happens both at night and in the day, and anytime anybody tries to figure out where the sound comes from, they can't find out. And the most disturbing voice that you could hear in the forest is somebody you can't see whispering in your ear.
Ooh, I don't like that.
You can't understand the words or the language, but you can certainly discern the malicious intent.
Ew.
And that
What if it
is...
was just, I think you're really pretty, but in a different language?
I just wanted to tell you that I think you're really pretty. And I like the way you part your hair on the side.
You have really pretty eyes. Mine are green.
On October 3rd, he asked me what day it was, and I told him October 3rd. I was going really mean, girl. Sorry. Okay, so that's what I have on the Hoya Bashu Forest in Transylvania.
Bashu and Pocaloka.
I can't stand you. I truly can't stand you.
Pocaloka, Pocamoke.
Okay, I get it. So yeah,
I can sing the Coco song.
please.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to.
Okay, so yeah, that is...
Breaking shit.
Please stop breaking things. We're not
That
done yet.
orb is still there. Well, it's not an
It's
orb.
okay. We
but-
all know that although it was very creepy, and it is creepy, it's definitely the fire. Like you can see it moving. It's. I think it's the glass
Yeah,
around
It is the glass.
It's reflecting it upwards, but it was definitely creepy. I enjoy the fact that that is there.
Yeah.
So that's all I have.
Yeah, that's it. That's
So
all I have
that's-
too.
That's it on our
Live
live
episode.
episode. Our first live episode, which I thought was a blasty blast.
I thought it was fun.
I like the vibes out here. Hopefully, maybe we could do these kind of more often
Yeah, maybe
now
if,
that it's
like,
getting warmer.
Yeah,
Maybe like once a month. Or is that too much?
maybe. We'll see.
Because we don't have to necessarily do spooky woods either. We can
Yeah.
do anything and it would still be creepy out here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us what you want.
Yeah. If y'all have any
We love interaction too.
if y'all have any suggestions for things that would be especially spooky to cover with woods to our back in the pitch dark in the middle of a forest, let us know, because I would love to be creeped out in my own backyard. Not mine, my mother's.
Used
but
to be.
same thing. So yeah, that's it. If you don't, well, I assume you follow us on Instagram because, well, if you're watching, you're following us on Instagram. If you
Good
are
job.
listening to this, you could have been watching us if you followed us on Instagram.
Facts.
So go do that if you don't. And follow us on Twitter, Facebook. That's where we told everybody that we were doing this tonight. So if you ever want a heads up on any fun things like this,
Are we posting this on YouTube?
why are you looking at Alex? I'm in charge of our YouTube channel.
No, I know, but he's recording it on his phone. Just saying. He's also our producer.
I know, I'm
so
sorry. I just wanted to be a little hostile.
Trying to go
I'm in
to
Aries.
the source.
Yeah, I think we'll probably put it on our YouTube. We do have a YouTube, so follow us on the YouTubes if you want to ever watch on that platform. And rate and review us, please. I love a rate. I love a review.
Yes.
Even if you're talking shit, or you're telling me my bangs look stupid, or you think that I'm going to be sucked up into an orb, or that Miara should stop laughing at her own jokes, or that she should keep
That'll-
laughing at
I'm
her own
sorry,
jokes.
but that'll never happen.
I know.
Ain't nobody gonna kill my joy.
That's fine. But yeah,
That's
thanks.
fine.
Thank you everybody who joined us. I'm going to try to shout out everybody who I saw join. So Derek, I saw Blair lurking, Shelly. It said Jose was watching. for a second.
Jose!
My friend Joyce was watching. I can't tell if she still is. My friend Brooklyn was watching. So thank y'all for tuning in, even if it was just for a second. There's somebody named Brenda that I don't actually know. So
Let me see it. Oh, yeah. I used to work with her.
okay, so not a
What up,
random.
Brenda?
Hey Brenda. So yeah, thanks all y'all for joining. I think I grabbed. I think
Yeah.
I said everybody
Yeah.
who I saw lurking.
Plus, Alex and Bev, Morgan's
yes,
mom,
and
a little bit of Cameron.
Cameron, who came out and then left and went back to sleep because, in case y'all don't know,
He's
he's got narcolepsy, but he won't go to the doctor. All right. So, anyways, we got to go because it's 10 o'clock and I have to edit this episode so that we can upload it in the morning. And if you are watching this, you should listen tomorrow, too, and see what it sounds like.
Yeah,
You
because
know.
everybody got a taste of our dumbasses.
Hi, Murphy.
Murphy,
Hi,
Murph.
Murphy.
Uh-oh. Watch your tail, buddy.
I don't know if you can. I don't think the camera can
He's
see this
okay.
big blob.
Big black
This
dog.
little doggo. He a black doggo. Hold on. You think I could like lift him up for
Maybe.
the camera? Hold my.
Double fisting. He's getting alarmed. There. There he is. He's getting so big.
He's like fucked up.
Your freaking microphone is so cold, and mine is like hot.
That's so funny. Anyway, so yeah, thanks for watching our first episode live or listening to it when this is out. If you want to be here next time, follow us, as I already said. And I'm Morgan,
And I'm Miara.
and we are
Mysteriosities.
Mysteriosities.